Well, hello YouTube, and welcome to another Massachusetts Central Radio Show. I'm your humble host, Mike Camo, here for another one of these. I'm here for 174th episode. So, hello everybody, welcome back to another one of these. Hope you guys are all doing good. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I certainly did. So yeah, hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. You guys are doing well, and hope you guys are ready to start another week. I know I am. I know I'm dying to get started for another week of work. So yeah, everybody out there, I hope you guys are doing good. So a couple of things I wanted to tackle tonight. It's a little later in the day. It's about 8:36. I thought I was going to do one earlier in the day, but I was going to do one earlier. But the drops I had in me. I had a doctor's appointment at about 9:20. Got there at about 8:50, 8:45, 8:50ish, and stuff like that. And they took me early. It took me 10 minutes. Took them 10 minutes to get all set up. It's good we did, because we were there from 8:40, 8:50 in the morning to about 10 o'clock. So we were there a good hour and 20 minutes. But the reason why I had to spend that long was because my right eye's doing good again. There's no stuff going on. It's healed up, but I opted to get more medicine in my eye to do that, and that's the reason why I'm recording later. I could have recorded like 6 o'clock or something like that, or 4:30, but my eyes were still a little woozy from the Lucentis drug, which is a wonder drug in the eye. Whoever came up with it is a brilliant person. So yeah, I did that today. When I got home, I relaxed. I actually listened to some relaxing ASMR. If you guys do not know what ASMR is, it is basically ASMR. It is, believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's for auditory. I could probably tell you guys. I'm going to get my trusty iPad so I can... Actually, I do have my phone on me. I have my phone on me, so I don't have to do that. ASMR is basically a form of meditation. It's one of the things I learned when... It's one of the things I learned. So ASMR. So ASMR is autonomous sensory meridian response. Basically, an ASMR is a tingling sensation that begins at the scalp and moves down the neck and the upper spine. Is a pleasant form of paresthesia, and but what paresthesia is it's that pins and needles sensation. It's supposed to be it's supposed to do it's what they refer to, the tingles. It's supposed to be a sensory thing. It's supposed to really stimulate. It's supposed to stimulate your nervous system, and it's supposed to relax you. My eye, which was filled with medicine early today, it's usually full. It feels like I have full of water, practically. I was on my bed for, I'm going to say, 30 minutes to this one video, 38 minutes, and my body completely and utterly shut down. All the tension, all the stuff that was going to cause anything. Now, I was pretty hyped up and everything, because I was excited to see that the blood vessel had sealed finally. But I knew when I got home I had to relax. In fact, when I actually took the shot, I was actually very relaxed. I have three things to think. I have breathing techniques, I have my psychology skills, and I have a little technique that I do. Anytime I need a little comfort, anytime I need a little, I remember a professor back in Massasoit told me when you're stressed, you should tap your wrist. Tap your wrist. It's supposed to stimulate your pulse. It's supposed to stimulate your pulse. It's sort of like a centering technique. Except what I did was now usually when I want to calm myself down or if I want to ease myself to sleep or something like that, usually I will rub my arm or I'll rub the side of my pointer finger. That is to simulate somebody, rubbing your arm, caressing your arm. It's supposed to get you to go down, come down, and relax and breathe. I was also playing April's voice in my head. No, I did not have a recording of her in my head. Since I'm a guy and since I like women's voices, I can technically mimic the pattern in my head. And I was just, I had her. I had it while I'm rubbing my feet because it would look weird if I'm doing this to my arm in the doctor's office. I'm not trying to move because there was something in my eye. It was this Q-tip with this numbing stuff in my eye, and I had to keep my eye shut so I can't move my arm or it'll jerk it loose. So I had to do this, and while I'm sitting there, I'm just playing positive affirmations in my voice. In her voice, she's like, oh, you're okay, you'll do fine, calm yourself, you'll do well, you'll take the shot. And I had to move around a little bit because I was going to fall asleep, because I have to say, her voice will make you fall asleep. It's that good. It's just one of many benefits of being spiritual. For those of you who believe in, you don't have to believe in God to do this, but if you believe in spiritual beings and you feel spiritual connections, she and I are spiritually connected, so it's sort of a spiritual fusion in a way. So when I do that, I feel like she's there with me, calming me down. So, and I didn't feel. I just quieted my mind. Because I'm thinking about a million things. I'm thinking about how I'm going to tackle the day tomorrow, what I'm going to eat for, how I'm going to plan out my future. My mind's going 100%. I gotta know how to calm it. And that's one of the ways I do it. And so you guys just learned a tip from me. So if you guys look up ASMR. If you guys want to meditate, you guys want to relax, ASMR, it is great. It just calms you right down. I'm just going to say this, I do not recommend doing one of the visual ones because you want to do it auditorily or auditory. You want to hear it. There's this lady that I just discovered. Her name is the Shifty Russian ASMR. This is this Russian from Canada that has a very, very genuine Russian accent, and she actually does some of her videos in Russian, actually, in the Cyrillic language, and the text below on the video is Cyrillic too. Would love to translate it one of these days so I can see what she's saying. But I like voices like that. I like voices that are, for some odd reason, Eastern European voices, especially women's voices, are very, Eastern European and certain Western European countries are very relaxing. So anybody with an Irish accent, a British accent, or a Russian accent is usually very calming. German or anybody from German or any one of those other ones that where they're shouting every 5 seconds. You know, the ones like 99999. You know, any of those ones. I can't stand that. So, especially, you know, then the Olympic athletes, Helga, very good. Well, you know, those ones. But for some odd reason, Western European, especially the United Kingdom, the islands like Scotland, Scotland, Ireland, and England are usually pretty different. And then the Eastern European countries, a lot of them, whether it be Russia or Ukraine, people that have those really deep voices, the ones that, it's just one of those ones that helps you go to sleep, because I usually feel that a deeper, smoother voice from a girl is actually very calming. So, and April fits that profile. So I wanted to find something that online that would mimic that. And this lady, her name's Elena. I don't know the last name. Just really good. Her voice, the voice was that good. It's like warm honey. It's like sweet honey flowing. It's like sweet warm honey flowing. It just calms you right on down. In fact, just talking about it calms me down. So, and everything like that. So, if you guys ever do it, not everybody can do it. It's hard. So I might listen to it tonight, so to get a decent night's sleep and relax, because after all the stuff I've been through and trying to start a new life and trying to get my head in gear, being more relaxed is also what it has done. Is it has helped me lose weight. I have a little bit more energy now. I'm able to think clearly, and I have a little bit more energy, and I don't sit back and do a lot of pondering. I mean, I will do that in order to do that, and I think a lot of people right now are getting caught out by the new energy levels. They're just discovering it right now. I don't mean to scare anybody, but I think a lot of people are starting to discover this now, and it's probably that spiritual fusion between April and I. So yeah. Speaking of fusions, I neglected to celebrate a birthday of a certain anime over the weekend. And since it is the birthday, I think this anime's 35th birthday was on Sunday. So technically this is the birthday week of the Dragonball series. Akira Toriyama, Toei TV, Goku, and the rest of the Z Fighter gang, and Masako Nozawa, who did the original voice, does the original voice of Goku and still does. Probably one of my favorite Japanese voice actresses. She may be a granny, but she can sound like a guy any day of the week. Happy 35th anniversary to the Dragon Ball series. Maybe one of my favorite series of all time. And in this video, I'm going to share all the naysayers that call the show garbage. It's an uninspired show of people yelling, screaming, fighting, and causing senseless destruction. I'm here to tell you why I actually like the show. And being 35 years old, it's actually older than a lot of my friends are, actually. For those of you who do not know, Dragon Ball, the series, was Inception was struck down by Akira Toriyama in the early 80s. He wrote the Dragon Ball manga in 1984, and the first volume was published. I actually have 2 3-volume editions of the first 3 volumes of the series, actually, and I'm reading them and I'm enjoying them. Those dropped in 1984. The anime for Dragon Ball did not drop and did not debut until 1986. When on the first episode you actually met Goku, who was alone in the woods and you never knew why. And then we met Bulma and everybody else. If it had not been for this anime, I probably wouldn't be motivated to fight and do good for others. And a lot of people sit there and go, "Oh, it's senseless. It doesn't teach you anything. Goku's a horrible husband." And I'm like, yeah, I know Goku's horrible. I'm just going to admit I'm a Dragon Ball fan, but I will admit Goku's a little aloof when it comes to his family. But the thing is, though, it's just not his family he's protecting. It's the whole world. When he wants to defend and help everybody else out, it's not only just for his family. It's also for the greater good, for the world, and for the universe, as we learn in Dragon Ball Super. And yes, he has put many people in lives in danger, but then again, heroes. It goes to show that heroes make mistakes. They grow and evolve, and there's, and even when they don't make mistakes, and there's some times when Goku and the friends don't make mistakes, and usually there are other people that pick fights with them, hurt them, and Goku, usually being typical Goku, he's usually kind-hearted. He usually gives people a chance. He usually gives people the benefit of the doubt. He tries to see the good in people. Something I picked up, and something my parents taught me as a kid. Which is why I could identify with Goku growing up, actually, because he dealt with a lot of stuff, and he was always in the Saiyans being the minority and the butt joke of every galaxy rule, according to Lord Frieza. It was the reason why I want to tell everybody, and anybody and everybody who says Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball is a bunch of garbage. It is not about the fighting. It is not about the yelling and screaming. It is not about the pointless shenanigans that Goku does as a kid. And it's not about the aloofness or how bad of a father he is and stuff like that. There are some lessons that it doesn't teach you and how much the impact of it is. But, it's, I kind of, Goku's like me in a way. He was brought up with a very kind upbringing, but the problem with this was when I was younger, I wasn't very very in tune with the verbal world, or I wasn't able to talk with people. So talking to people and understanding people was kind of a challenge. And Goku really, and when I saw that happen. Especially when Goku was a kid, Goku didn't know how to socialize. Goku knew about people, like Goku knew about women, and because Grandpa taught him, and he, but Goku didn't know the difference between men and women. For those of you who know Goku's famous pat test, something I never ever did, and I said, "Oh no, I wouldn't do that because I'm pretty sure Grandpa Gohan would have frowned upon that and stuff like that." But yeah, I remember, but I remember that. So when I watched Goku as a kid, and I watched how he fought as an adult, especially as he grew more and more, I didn't feel so weird, and I didn't feel so awkward. Like I said, and I kind of saw that in my dad as well. Growing up, I kind of saw that my dad. I knew my dad was a powerful guy, working in town. I didn't know he was a police officer till like 2004. So my dad kind of hid that from us. Well, hid that from me. But now I know he was a cop. So But the reason why I say it's motivational is because Goku and his friends always seem to get hurt by a force or by a group of people that think they're way better than everybody and think that they're 10 times better. And usually these people are usually hurting people left and right, and they don't give a damn about people's lives. And Goku usually gives them about a million chances, but there's always that one point where he ends up sitting there going, no, that's not it. That's it. I'm not going to let you hurt anybody anymore. I've given you enough chances. I've given you the benefit of the doubt, but you have broken my trust. I must fight you now. And usually Goku would go up against enemies that were far stronger than him, but he would never give up. And he would always find a way to either outsmart his opponents, or by some luck he would get angry enough where he would either unlock another transformation, another level of understanding, and he'd understand that, hey, if this person can be this powerful and this person can do this, why don't I get smarter and learn why that they do that? So, through the transformations, which a lot of people say are useless, the Super Saiyan transformation for the first time, which I learned many years later from April, that she goes, he didn't power up because he was pissed, right? He didn't hold back. He wasn't powering up in that scene. And then I watched, I can't show the clip because YouTube would crucify me. But I remember watching the original for the first time, and Goku was actually trying to hold back the negative emotions in his mind. He wasn't trying to sink down to Frieza's level just because he needed to. It's because he's a pure-hearted guy. He doesn't want to. He's like me. He doesn't want to resort to violence unless he completely needs it, or doesn't want to teach the people a lesson until he really needs it. Usually, you have to get somebody to a breaking. It's like getting somebody to a breaking point where they start fighting back, and they start outsmarting you. And I'm pretty sure a bunch of people in my life know that one completely. Pretty sure there's a number of people. It's just not a specific group or a corporation or stuff like that. There's a bunch of people that really didn't know my strengths and weaknesses a lot. They just thought I was just some shy, not very talkative kid. I was just a kid that just didn't have the right motivation or right direction. And I really didn't have the really draw until I really figured out that, my education was, and that there was a world beyond what I knew. So, and Dragon Ball always seemed to motivate me to go on new adventures, even if I wasn't sure, and even if I wasn't readily. I always go on, and I always make mistakes, and stuff like that. And the series, and I'm pretty sure the series is teachings help me guide many people. Pretty sure April, Thomas, and Meg have this experience with me because they know me. They know I'm gonna be in their corner every time. I don't care if you're right. I don't care if you're wrong. I'm gonna stick with you because you never know. The other people on the other side could be wrong, and you could be right in some situations. You never know. Because you never want to side with either side or anything like that. You want to sit there and go, okay, but as usual, only one side can win, and usually I want my friends to win. Every single time I want my friends to win. I never want the enemy to win. And speaking of which, I believe my last couple months with Target, I believe I was doing a Gohan and Goku training thing with training April's mind to fight back and actually take the offense to Target and teach them a lesson. And I'm pretty sure the message I showed on this channel so many months ago, I believe it was, I told her, times are tough. I know there's a lot of pain. The message was, I know there's a lot of pain in your life. I know that there's been a lot of pain, but I want you to take that energy, but I said, I want you to hold your head up high, take that energy, dig into it, drive off of it, and show the world what you have. Which is why today she's got a new job. Because of that wording, I'm pretty sure she had some motivation from mass rehab, her parents, her friends, including me. So I'm pretty sure I was part of the catalyst of that, but I'm pretty sure those quotes was, and it was it was like a good luck, but just, show the world who's boss, And I'm pretty sure for those of you who watched the Cell Saga, I'm pretty sure you guys will know which scene I'm referring to, the Goku, the Gohan's versus Cell Kamehameha battle. And I'm pretty sure Gohan, and I'm pretty sure Goku, I'm pretty sure halfway through, my favorite words out of that whole battle were like, Gohan, he was like, release everything, Gohan. Remember all the pain he's caused. Remember all the people he's hurt. Make that your power. That's what I was trying to drive off of. And for those of you who do not think, that is vindication that series made me who I am today. Because what I did was, I know it's the cheesiest speech in the world, but I'm the man who protects the innocent. I'm the light in the darkness, and I guide people to the light. A lot of people don't think. A lot of people don't know where I got it. I'm pretty sure I learned it from my dad, my mom, my teachers at school, my friends, but I'm pretty sure. Well, my dad's pretty much like Goku, so I pretty much. And that's what my dad would say to me in that situation, so I would say it to her instead. So that is the reason why, guys, I actually really treasure the Dragon Ball series. If Toyo TV, Toei Animation, Akira Toriyama, and everybody's watching, and just the group of people that produced that anime, in the 35 years, the Dragon Ball team, I salute you, because you did motivate me, and yes, that is reason why the Dragon Ball series is not garbage. The only reason why I can say that is because you watched a few episodes and you said, "Oh, this is horrible." You have to watch the entire series like I did, and you have to watch the episodes more than once. You just can't watch them once. You gotta have the patience to go through them all. For those of you who do not have the patience and you know who you are, I'm pretty sure a certain friend knows about this, but I'm pretty sure Goku, but I'm pretty sure the whole Dragon Ball series and everything is much more motivating than watching Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, laid back rich boy asshole that he is in the movies and in real life, of course. Goku and the rest of his team and the rest of the Dragon Ball series is much more motivating than that one character combined. And I'm pretty sure James Bond is in that category as well. Even though he is one of my favorites, I'll still take the Dragon Ball series over the James Bond series any day. Even though the James Bond series is older, I actually still like the Dragon Ball series, because James Bond, it's just a guy going around being sneaky and stuff like that. I mean, you can learn some things, but him banging the women and him drinking vodka martinis and him being a misogynist, being a pure ass misogynist. I just don't think it's. I don't think James Bond's a great role model. I know it's great for quotables, but So I will take Dragon Ball over any Marvel movie, any Iron Man Marvel movie of all time and whatnot. So I just hope that clears everything up, and yeah. So happy 35th anniversary, the Dragon Ball series, and I hope we get many more out of it. So, and I'm going to support it till probably the day I die, probably, because I'm probably sure my kids are going to be into it if it's around then, which I hope it is. So, I'm pretty sure I can tell them, like, oh, you know, you got to see past the senseless fight, and there's much more. There's a much bigger thing, and not only that, Goku training and reaching high levels and surpassing his limits, I'm pretty sure that teaches us to not stay in one spot because we can easily get hurt or we can't boost our defenses like that. So there's so many things. I'll probably go into this a little bit more in another video, but I just want to say happy 35th anniversary, the Dragon Ball series. I salute you. Thank you for making Goku my favorite hero of all time. Well, as Goku would say, at the end of an episode, hey, hi, it's Goku here, and this is what's going to happen next on the next Dragon, and here's what's going to happen on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. I fight this guy, and this guy. Well, I'm going to use that voice here. Well, hello, everybody. It's been a nice time knowing you guys all, and it's been nice to shoot for you for half an hour because I love to talk. I gotta go eat, but I just want to say long live everybody, and I'll see you guys. Oh yes, and God bless all my friends, and let you guys all stay strong. You know I'm always fighting for you. And, yeah, I have to go devour pizza now. Alright, guys, good night. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'll be back for 174, 175, 176. I've lost count of these by now. I think it's 175, actually. Peace out, everybody. I'll see you guys later.